Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to Warhammer 40K Rogue Trader Let's Play, where we are still on that derelict void ship of absolute horror. Folks, this entire segment has been so thrilling. I am so glad to see a cRPG that deals with horror themes, and I'm especially glad to see a Warhammer 40K game that deals in such themes as well, putting chaos on display properly. Like, my goodness, I have really loved this entire section, and looking through the comments of the previous episode, it seems as though many of you have as well, which is great to see, and honestly, it makes me that much more curious about what else they're doing with this game that's just enticing beyond dice rolls and turn-based tactics and stuff like that. So, beautiful stuff all around, but let's hope we can get off this ship safely now. Again, just as a reminder, we are leaving. We've completed our tasks here. We're trying to get back on board the Tattered Spirit and move on towards perhaps one of our own worlds to deal with some bigger issues as far as the scope of the game is concerned. Before I get into that, though, just want to really quickly point out something that you guys have pointed out to me in the comments, and thank you so much for doing so, because I completely missed it. But yes, Pascal over here, and I wouldn't be surprised if other characters are able to do this as well, but Pascal in particular over here does have access to Medicaid training. And you know what? I'm fairly confident I saw this before I even started recording this series, but over the course of recording, 10, now 11 episodes, this one being the 11th, I must have lost track of it, but yes, this is going to allow us to instantly heal all of our allies out of combat, and there are a few variables and stuff associated, of course, but I need to keep this in mind so I'm not wasting medikits, at least outside of combat. In combat, whole different matter, but outside of combat, we are able to, hold on to all those medikits and stuff that we've been wasting. But fortunately, it's been pointed out to me, and I've noticed those comments sooner rather than later. We've only wasted so many medikits, and it's not the end of the world. But let's go ahead and move forward and make sure it's at least the end of this mission over here as we try to get out of this this void ship. It's been such a great sequence, folks. I'm just... Oh, jeez! It's little stuff like that, it's like... It catches you off guard and keeps you on your toes. Now, okay, I guess we took a bit of damage there, so if I wanted to, I could pop Medicaid training, but is there a limit over here? The character now can instantly heal their allies out of combat if the allies' current wounds are less than 50% of their total. The healing applies trauma and reduces their total wounds. Oh, that's a catch. Okay. If the character fails the Medicaid skill test, the penalty to maximum wounds doubles. Oh boy, okay. Oh wow. So you really want to be selective about when you use this. Now is a terrible time to use Medicaid training because these guys are well above the 50% threshold, and we don't want to uselessly reduce their maximum HP. So I was going to say that it's kind of unfortunate that it's so easy to heal everybody, but then again, it makes sense. This is a skill that has been acquired over time, so that's fine. But it looks like, yes, there are still limitations that prevent a the spamming of this skill. So that's great to see. At the bottom it says the character with the highest Medicaid skill automatically heals all wounded allies using this ability after each combat. Oh, that's why. See, this is the thing about that's on me. That's on me. I didn't remember that little sentence there, but that makes such a big difference as far as the difficulty curve of this game is concerned, and I can see why the alpha includes that to make it a little bit easier to make your way through the experience. However, it does completely color the experience because it's been so easy to just get into a battle, win the battle, and suffer virtually no consequences. But yes, I guess it is as a result of character upgrades. And actually, on that note, I would like to very quickly see Pascal over here, and your progression as the adept has led to that skill where? I'm not sure where it... again, there's no icon here or anything, but hopefully it was further down the line and not something he just kind of started with, right? I wonder if it's because his Medicaid is at a certain threshold or something. Nonetheless, I can't remember what the rule book used to say about this skill particularly, but it is what it is. I'm glad that I read through it, and I'm glad that we know it exists and where some of those things are coming from. And my apologies once more for not having pointed that out or remembered that to point out sooner. But hey, now we know. Now we know. Oh, here we go. I should have known this was coming. That was foolish of me. I saw this loudhailer up over here, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It's going to maybe hit us with some negative impacts or something, debuffs or what have you. Let's just waltz on in, and this was absolutely foolish of me. I should have snuck in, or at least been a bit more spaced out. What do we have on the other side of this battlefield, and what is the initiative order looking like over here? Let's see. So Pascal is going first, followed by Mr. Trader himself. Then we have the Heralds of the Taint, Cassia, Argenta. We got the Servitor up over here. Looks like he's a regular Servitor. So Servitors are used by the Imperium for all kinds of tasks, like from moving, you know, like loads of cargo to, yes, combat. We've seen combat servitors before. They were tremendously scary. These servitors are regular, kind of like worker servitors, and they haven't been all that scary so far, at least. Again, they're melee only, as far as we've seen so far, though these guys look like they have some ranged weaponry. This guy does, at least. Oh, no. That glow just looked like plasma from a distance, but no, these guys are melee only, so not too concerned about that. But we have more enemies than just a couple servitors, right? We have this mad technomat over here who seems to be wielding, what is that, like an autogun or something? That looks a bit more devastating than an autogun, so I'm not sure what that is exactly. Then comes Abelard, then Idira. Then we've got this servitor over here. We've got this mad technomat over here with a similar gun. Might be like a stubber or something. We've got a Vox Skull. What are you up to, buddy? Probably going to be applying buffs or debuffs or something. Fair enough. Another Herald of the Taint. More Vox Skulls. That's a lot of Vox Skulls. And then a couple more Servitors with the Mad Magos over here right at the end. Wielding what? His hands look empty, but they're posed as if he's holding something. All right, and then finally we have this mad technomat over here. That is a lot of enemies, my goodness. We are severely outnumbered, but hopefully we'll be able to wipe them out pretty quickly, because quite a few of these guys have very little HP, and we're actually starting with Pascal, who has some good AoE damage output he can do right off the bat, though I can't tell if there are any really good targets for it. Like, we have this spot up over here. That'll damage both of these guys. What about this thing? What about this thing? Does this thing blow up? It doesn't highlight when I hold down tab. We know this thing blows up, but no one's really close to that apart from this servitor over here, but even then I think he's a little too far away to actually have any impact. Pascal, what to do with you? Not in cover or anything. The Rogue Trader goes next, and he's definitely exposed right now. He's hopefully going to be able to rush forward and get some work done somewhere. But Pascal, we got the crack grenade, which I probably can't throw anywhere that matters. This servitor over here, nah, not worth it, because we have who goes next? Oh, after these Heralds of the Taint, we have this servitor that goes next, and then this mad technomat. So ideally we'd probably try and damage him or get rid of him completely, right? Crack grenade isn't going to matter against these guys. I can't even reach him, so let's leave that be. Let's go ahead and pop our plasma overcharge. Yeah, we're in a safe enough spot. Sure, let's go for it. Pop this shot up over here, hit both of these guys, and hope for the best. Let's go. Wow, that was terrible, actually. That was really, really not good. My goodness. All right, let's go ahead and pop. I should have done this before. Machine Spirit Communication for everybody over here, and hopefully that'll help us out, but I really should have done that before we popped that shot from Pascal. It is what it is, though. End our turn there. Rogue Trader is up next. Do I want to switch to our plasma pistol over here for another overcharge shot? A pen of 6. Like, the potential for causing damage over here is pretty good, but I'm not seeing that kind of luck come our way. Separately, I could use Bring It Down on Abelard or on Argenta. I think on Abelard probably makes the most sense, so why don't we go ahead and do that and see if we can't get a shot from him off first, and then we'll switch back to the Rogue Trader to finish off whatever's left. Because we have the Melt of Scorching over here, which, yes, will finish these guys off. Or we could fire down this way. Seems not as worth it. Let's stay focused up over there. I can't move right now, so short. Let's go ahead and pop that Melt of Scorching up on these guys to try and finish them both off. Please and thank you, question mark? Damn. Why are we doing so little damage? Why are we doing so little damage? Armor, initial damage of 7 halved due to miss. That's why, because we're not actually landing these hits. Okay, that's unfortunate, but Abelard, your turn is done, and the Rogue Trader now can go in and hopefully finish these guys off and just make the rest of our turn receiving damage a little bit better. We do have, yes, again, these stratagems, right, but I don't think that's the best use of AP right now, because the Plasma Overcharge costs 2, and we only have 2 available, so why don't we go ahead and start with this shot over here and hope for the best. Come on, baby, please. Come on. There we go, finally, my goodness. But that's the Rogue Trader's turn done. End it there. We got these Heralds of the Taint going off now. Many of you were saying in the comments, or rather some of you were saying in the comments, that this spells out Escape. And I'll be honest with you, I completely forgot to check for myself. So I'm going to trust you for the time being that this is spelling out escape with a spelling error, though. It's like one of the E's is a 3 or something like that, if memory serves me correctly. I'll still have to double check, but that just means they're not really doing anything. But I'm curious as to why they're there. Like surely there's a purpose. Maybe they're temporarily not doing anything for the alpha build, and down the line they will do something. I'm not sure, but we'll find out eventually, I suppose. Now, the question here is, do I want to use bring it down on anybody? Again, Cassia does not provide that many action points. It's leadership's, like this character's fellowship bonus divided by 2, and Cassia's fellowship bonus is 3 divided by 2, so she only gives 1 action point, right? 1 AP can cause some damage here and there, but is it worthwhile? Can we throw a crack grenade? No. Throwing grenades is 2 action points, so that's not worth it. We might just be better off doing like a lidless stare in some direction or the other. If I creep on up to... Oh, well, let's see who goes next, actually. This servitor down over here. Not going to be able to hit him with anything. They don't move that fast, so if I come up to there, they shouldn't be able to reach me. But then who goes after the servitor? Abelard, Idira, then this servitor up there, then this mad technomat. Okay, so if we can try and eliminate these 2, that would be ideal. If we get up to here with Cassia... we're not able to lidless stare that far. Ooh, actually, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. And then we have 2 AP left over. We can't attack, so we could instead perhaps use bring it down, or we could use this overwhelming stratagem. All allies within defined area receive +2 to rate of fire of all their weapons for 1 turn. So if Argenta comes through, she should be able to get extra shots in with her spray, with her spray and pray. Pistol burst is what it's officially called. But first, lidless stare up in this general direction can cause a fair bit of damage down over here as well. We'll actually eliminate these Vox skulls. Oh no, they've got 24 HP. Why did I see 9 earlier? Did I misread that previously? Perhaps. But I want to make sure I'm... I can't hit that mad technomat, eh? Okay, fair enough. This seems like an alright angle then. Let's make sure we're actually hitting everybody we can. Oh, it's good to me. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Come on now. Ooh, that didn't look all that great, actually. That didn't look all that great at all. Dealt a lot of damage to cover. Dealt some damage to the Mad Magos, some damage to the Herald of the Taint up over here. But I'm not actually seeing that damage register. Like, the servitor is still at 35, even though I thought we hit it. Okay, not perfect, but let's go ahead and pop our overwhelming stratagem in this general area. Hopefully that'll be good enough for Argenta. Should be able to come up, right, into this zone. Ideally, we'll get cover up over here, but I doubt it. What I don't know, though, is... See, it says it provides all allies within the defined area +2 for 1... +2 to their rate of fire for 1 turn. Does that mean when it's actually activated, or where they end up? That's what I can't tell. So to play it safe, why don't we pop this down over here? It says only the rogue trader will get it, so maybe line of sight has something to do with it? I'm just not sure. I'm just not sure, but let's go ahead and put it down here. Gotta experiment, right? You live and you learn. Let's go ahead and experiment with this. Pop that down there. And right now, it looks like everybody has, in fact, got a benefit of the overwhelming stratagem. Everybody, I say, of course, that was in that area, including Argenta over here. So hopefully this will work out nicely. We still have 1 action point left over. Grand Strategist enhances the effects of their current active stratagem. So why don't we go ahead and do that, which should further increase the rate of fire from overwhelming stratagem, if I understand it correctly. Or is that just for her own self? I'm not 100% sure. We will find out shortly, I suppose. But Cassia, that's your turn done. And Argenta is up next. We actually have access to military excellence as well, which is great to see. That should work out excellently for us. Let's go ahead and pop shot on the run first. Yes. We'll get up to this cover over here. Oh, we can't actually get up to that far. Fair enough. Stay exposed, I suppose, and then fire a burst over here. That sounds good enough to me. Let's go ahead and make that move. What's life without a couple risks, right? Let's go for it. And now, hopefully, we should be able to fire that many more shots. It says... How many shots? 5, I think it said, right? What do we got? Shots count 5, as you can see on that tooltip there. So let's go ahead and fire in this general direction. 0% chance of hitting this guy, unfortunately, but 30% up there. Or 35% up there and 35% down over here. 5 shots. Come on, that's a decent chance, right? That's a decent hit chance. Let's go for it. Come on. Come on. Nice. You know what? That stratagem helped a lot. That stratagem helped a lot because those extra shots are what got us those kills. But let's go ahead and pop military excellence now, right? Because we'll want to take a couple of single shots, and then we'll go ahead and unleash another burst fire after these single shots have gone through as well. Where do I actually hit with these single shots? So is the question. Do we try and get rid of these Vox skulls before they pull anything off? This servitor is unfortunately out of reach. Yeah, these guys are probably the ideal targets, right? 56% chance of hitting up over there, 75% down over here. This guy goes when? Oh, very close to the end of the turn cycle. But still, sooner rather than later, right? Yeah, sure. So why don't we go ahead and fire on Buddy back there? Because that's a lower hit chance, and he's got a long way to go before he can actually do anything. Let's focus on this guy over here instead. 75%, come on. Come on. Good stuff. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Knocked down. Now, they can get back up pretty quickly. I think it just reduces how far they can go. That's all it does. But for the time being, I'll take that, and I'll double down on it. The extra damage from hitting the wall was helpful. Should make it easier to finish him off with one more shot over here, hopefully, as long as we actually hit. Good stuff. And we have a couple shots still. Let's go ahead and fire at 56% chance, 45 over there. Our next burst fire will go where? I mean, there's nowhere actually, like, valuable. I mean, we might be able to hit the Mad Magos as well as the Vox Skull at the same time, but I have my doubts. What else are we going to do, though, right? Unfortunately, hit the cover there. One more shot over here. Now, I'm wondering if that extra rate of fire is going to help us over here as we get yet another Righteous Fury. Forced him back and got a little bit of damage from the wall there as well. 60% chance to hit. Come on, finish him off. Come on, come on. Nice. Beautiful stuff. Argenta is an absolute boss. More shots coming through as well still. 15% chance to hit up there is nothing. Why so low? My goodness. Why so very low? I guess fire up over here. 45% chance to hit. Let's, yeah, go for it. You know what I should have done? What I should have done is I should have dashed, got into a better position, and then started firing away. Because we might have a better chance to hit, but truth be told, it doesn't look like we are able to get to much better of an angle. So we'll stay put over here and keep firing away at this Mad Magos, I suppose. Best chance to hit. Nice. And if we get a couple Righteous Furies, then, you know, we can cause a fair bit of damage, as I was about to say. Now, yeah, unfortunately, this burst fire doesn't have that much of a spread, so we can't hit, like, both of these guys or anything. We can't hit these servitors who are hiding behind cover, so I suppose we stay focused on this Mad Magos. 22% chance to hit, but 5 shots, right? So, you know, it's all about the odds. Playing the odds here as best as possible. Fire away, Argenta. Come on. Come on. Nice. Wow. A little bit of overkill over here, but I'll take it. I'll take whatever we can get. Let's go ahead and dash now. In what direction? Up over here? Sure. Because then I can experiment with something. As we dash up, we should see... yes. The benefits of Overwhelming Stratagem are now gone from Argenta. Alright, good stuff. You know, that reduced recoil is probably quite helpful as well. So that was a good stack of buffs, and I'm quite pleased with how that worked out. But let's go ahead and give ourselves second wind over here, and then continue dashing up in this general direction, I think. Just trying to get into a better position for next turn, I suppose. Would have liked to end up in cover, but no such luck. It is what it is. And Argenta's turn. Let's watch these servitors move forward again. They move quite slowly, so I'm pretty sure we're just fine. Abelard is up now. He's got his Melta Scorching. I just wonder who we can hit with that. Like, when I say who, I mean how many we can hit with that. I can try and, like, take cover over here. Melta Scorching up this way. Damage that servitor a little bit. Damage this Herald of the Taint a little bit, I suppose. Not, like, amazing, but what else are we going to do? What else are we going to do? Use an auto pistol? I mean, I suppose with an auto pistol, that pistol burst will get more shots in, but that's 5 to 9 damage with 0 pen, as opposed to 8 pen on our Melta gun with 14 to 19 damage. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, right? Let's go ahead and pop the shot up over here. Let's go for it, and then we'll pop Endure or something as well. 16 damage, 19 damage. That doesn't feel right. The servitor could not have had 45 HP. Something's up with the math over here. Nonetheless, Endure on Abelard and end our turn there. Yes, or let's get Forceful Strike so that if we do go into melee, we have that benefit already for next turn, right? End our turn there then. Cool. We've got Idira up next, Now, Adira's weapons I don't think can do much against these guys, but we do have our lightning arc over here. If I can creep up to, say, hereabouts and then pop, let's try it, a single shot over here, we'll see no damage because there's no line of sight. Ooh, quite a bit of damage up there, but 51% chance to hit only, whereas the lightning arc will cause, what, 10 plus 3 times psi rating damage with penetration of 0. Her psi rating is 2. So 10 plus 3 times 2 is 10 plus 6, 16 damage, right? Plus, was there any other modifier? No, just 16 damage with penetration of 0, as opposed to with a single shot we get 13 to 17. Yeah, let's stick with the lightning arc. Though there is, of course, penetration over here. Pen of 3 is something to consider. But let's stick with the lightning arc over here. We rarely get to use it, so why not when we get the chance, right? Pop that shot over here, Adira. Let's go. Up we go, and not too bad. Took a little bit of friendly fire there, but it's okay. It's okay. And I believe that's our turn done. Or do we use extermination mark, perhaps, on this Vox skull over here? Just because it'll probably still be around next turn, and we can pop a shot there and maybe get it done. But that's that turn done for Adira. In comes the Herald of the Taint. Again, not really doing anything. Ooh, melee protocols, scrap code. I imagine that's a buff of some kind. What are you doing? What are you doing? I wish you would tell me. Wish you would give me just a little bit more intel, as over here, again, they are like popping abilities. I just don't know what they are, but what's nice is they're also clumping up, so we should be able to get some clean hits as they do that. We do not have, what, enough ammo for a plasma overcharge? That's not possible. I guess there's a cooldown there or something. So I do have this crack grenade I could use to cause some damage and maybe even eliminate this servitor entirely, which might not be a terrible idea. It should also destroy that Herald. So why don't we go ahead and do that, because I don't have an angle apparently. That doesn't make any sense. If I creep up to here, or sure up to there as far as we can go, and then pop the crack grenade. Yeah, that's a bit better. Hopefully it doesn't scatter back and hurt Abelard instead. That would be a bit of a problem. I think we're okay here. Pascal, let's get her done. Let's go. Come on. Good stuff. Excellent stuff. Those crack grenades are insane. And then we can go ahead and do what? Target the weakness. Sure, why not? I don't think that actually does anything unless you've studied enemies first, but look, we'll just end our turn there and move on to the Rogue Trader, who is now able to move into melee. We have our massive Thunder Hammer that we can use, right? And it's got this Thunder Slam. Can I use that Thunder Slam anywhere? I don't think so. They're not properly clumped up enough for that. But I can creep up to here and use our Strike to get, what, no damage done? Come on. Really? How does that make any sense? What's the pen on this thing? 7. That can't be right. That can't be right. Bring it down first then. Or we could use that crack grenade. Undo our movement order there. Use the crack grenade to cause a bit of damage, I suppose. Bring it down first. Let's get it on... Ooh. If Argenta was still here, maybe Argenta, but Argenta is not here. So what's the point of that? Let's get it to Abelard. And pop a shot with his Melta, right? Melta Scorching up in this general direction. Oh, just a bit too far away back there, that Vox Skull. But we can soften up this servitor at least, I suppose. Or we could move into melee with our chainsword here. Don't think that's worth it. Well, we can't move, right? Of course not. My bad. Back to you, please. And back to you. Let's go for it. Fire away. And... not too bad. 18 damage. Like, why does that feel so very insignificant? Something was up with a health bar there. I'm guessing that's a visual bug or something. But back to the Rogue Trader. Back to our crack grenade over here. Back to what looks like much more, you know, reasonable a representation of our damage output over here. No other spot to hit, really, so let's go ahead and aim right at the servitor and hope that it doesn't scatter. Come on. Come on. Nice. Okay, good stuff. Almost dead there. Almost dead. Cassia should be able to finish them off or something. Well, let's go ahead and end the Rogue Trader's turn. Watch what these guys do. Nothing. Cassia, we could creep you up to, like, here or something and then get that lidless stare going down this way. Again, it causes 10 damage, right? So... ooh, you know what? I think that Herald of the Taint healed this servitor up a little bit. If I remember the numbers correctly, I think that's what went down. So we could do that. Alternatively, I could pop, bring it down on somebody first. We'll have 2 AP left over still. So why don't we start with this? Sure. Start with this. Get some work done with Cassia. Good stuff. 5 damage, not 10 damage. And that Vox Skull took 10 damage, but doesn't look like it. Yeah, something's up. It's a visual glitch, I assume. We do have, again, the overwhelming stratagem. We can still pop, right? 1 AP won't let us use bring it down if we do that, but I think it's the right call. Now, hang on a second. Does it actually impact our enemies? Yes. Ballistic skill is reduced by 20. Is that for our allies or for everybody involved or just for the enemy? I assume it's just for the enemy, though it's not listed that way. So why don't we go ahead and give it to Argenta over here and also from over here so that if she wants to, she can like move down and then burst fire to maybe hit the Vox Skull as well. I think this is the right spot for it. Some of our other allies don't use burst fire, so it is a-okay. Let's do this instead. Go for it. Cool. Good stuff. And then we also have access to objective secured or move. Target ally immediately gains additional movement points equal to fellowship bonus. I don't think that's necessary. Let's get the Grand Strategist over here active instead and end our turn there. Cool. Argenta is up next. So the plan was to use shot on the run, allowing us to maybe come down to here and then... Oh, why can't we burst fire? Are we that low on ammo? We are. Oh, no. Crap. Oh, damn. Now, I can't even reload because I've already used an action point for a shot on the run. I got to get used to being able to fire so much, right? We could switch to our flamer, but I don't think that'll do as much damage. I mean, it does some damage, and it can hit 2 targets as opposed to just the 1. So I suppose we could use that to our benefit over here. Sure, fire away. Let's do that instead. Some wasted action points there, but it's not the end of the world. Got this guy burning, got Buddy up over here burning as well, so that's all well and good. Don't need to dash or anything. I think we're perfectly fine as we are, so let's end our turn there. And let's get Abelard now firing away. Hopefully hitting both of these guys. No, maybe if we get a little bit closer. No, I don't think we have the range on that. We do not. What about a different angle? What if from over here? No, still nothing. All right, cool, fair enough. Let's do it from over here, though. Get the job done. Finish the servitor off. The burning helps, but what else are we going to hit, right? Oh my god. He's just a bunch of guts on the ground. Okay, excellent, excellent. Endure. And Forceful Strike as well. Sure, why not? Go ahead and end our turn there. And Idira is up next. Let's go ahead and creep you up to some cover, perhaps. And then fire on Buddy back there. Or can we do the Lightning Strike over here and hopefully hit this Vox Skull as well? Or maybe we hit that Vox Skull and 1, 2... I think we'll hit both these guys with that Lightning Arc. I also have access to the Lightning Arc Heroic Push. Does that deal more damage? Yes, it does. 10 plus 5 times psi rating. So that's a fair bit more damage. Chains up to 6 targets and, again, ignores friendly targets as well. So why don't we go ahead and make sure we're using the right one here. Yeah, cool. Let's go ahead and pop that. And not bad. Not bad at all. That's a fair bit of damage there. Go ahead and end Idira's turn, I think. Extermination mark. Can be applied where? On you? Sure. Because more likely to survive until Idira's next turn, right? And we'll end her turn there as this Herald of the Taint goes off. Generates momentum as well. Not that I've seen the enemy actually use it, but yeah, these Vox Skulls, I think within a certain range are at least healing up or something. Yeah, definitely. Can confirm now. I saw, yeah, these guys get healed up. And you know what? I think that's why the health bars aren't actually reflecting how much health they actually have, because they are actually... being taken past their real numbers. But let's go ahead and fire over here with Pascal. I think we have the crack grenade, but I don't think we have to waste it on just a bunch of Vox Skulls and a Herald of the Taint. So let's fire away over here. Try and get some work done, please. I don't know why you'd pan away as the shot lands. This guy managed to dodge, it looks like, but we got some damage done over there. Let's go ahead and mark Shore you as a target. Unavailable. Mark you then instead. Good stuff. And our turn there. Over to the Rogue Trader, who is able to, I guess, bring it down on Argenta. She needs to reload, so that's not going to help us. Unless she uses her Flamer, I suppose, but I don't think she has reach. Let's give it to Idira instead. Because I'm hoping Idira will be able to use her precise shot on this marked target, right? Because that's the one she'd marked. And hopefully get the job done. Let's go for it. Come on, baby. Come on. I mean, it was worth a shot, literally speaking. But we are now able to move our Rogue Trader up a little bit and then maybe switch to his plasma pistol to get an overcharge shot up over here. Maybe eliminate both of these guys. Come on, baby. Come on. Alright, not bad. End our turn there. Over to Cassia. Scoot you up to here. Little stair up this way. Sure. Take what I can get. Take what I can get. Looks like a job well done. Oh lord, that was an interesting battle, but you know, we came out on top taking minimal damage despite starting on the back foot there, so very pleased with how that went, but now we can at least confirm that the Heralds of the Taint do in fact heal the enemy, and the Vox Skulls I'm sure give some kinds of buffs, but we weren't able to actually see them in action. It looks like they just give stat buffs to the servitors in terms of their, you know, actual combat capabilities perhaps, but good battle. I imagine there are a couple more on our way out over here, because I believe... Actually, no, we might be safe on this final leg of the journey, because this is where we first met... Sorry, where did we go? This is where we first met the mad tech priest, right? So we might be safe for the rest of this journey. Only one way to find out, I suppose, right? And I just want to quickly point out that I'm aware that all of our characters have, in fact, yes, leveled up, but I don't think we'll deal with progression right away. I think it can wait until, you know, between sessions, because that way I'll have the time to actually pour through all of our options and make an educated set of decisions, as opposed to feeling a little rushed as I would do if I tried to do it right now. That's just me though, and then the current mind state I'm in. I don't think it's an urgent matter, especially where we are right now as far as the game is concerned in terms of the difficulty curve, let's call it. It's not like, you know, missing out on an upgraded skill right now is the end of the world. Though this is interesting, we didn't spot these guys before. Hopefully we can actually disarm them, and this is where I wonder if maybe improving Idira's skill with demolition wouldn't be a terrible idea, because of, well, that happening over and over again. Some of you pointed out that maybe her skill is actually bugged out right now because you've never seen her succeed, and that's starting to sound right about now. I'm not 100% sure, but I mean, I can't remember any time Idira succeeding her demolitions check either. Nonetheless, as I was saying, I don't think we're in a rush for progression over here, so we'll hold off on that for the time being, and we'll do it between sessions, or rather, I should say, I'll do the research between sessions as far as what I want to pick, and then we'll do it at the beginning of next session, and I can actually take you through my decision-making process. Let's try one more time to pop off the wall over here. I don't think we have a Melta charge. Demolition check failed. I assume the Melta charge was giving us a bonus to our check. I'm not 100% sure, but hey, it was worth a shot on our way out. And what's the deal over here? We actually couldn't get through this door, could we? What actually happened over there? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Another trap? How did we not trigger this one earlier? Or did they all just get applied now, you know? Cool. Like, do they all get put in place after our engagements and after we aggravated the ship, or whatever you want to call it? So, formidable-looking door, etc., etc., etc. Writing on the doorway reads, main computing cathedral. Let's restore the power here. Yeah, our job here, I suppose, is not yet done, so let's restore the power and see what's actually going on. This errand is complete. Is it, though? Is it, though? Yeah, no, there's still a conversation to be had over here. We haven't seen this room before, and it's all very dark if we just kind of hover in, so we have to actually move in, I imagine. Let's check out what's going on over here. From the rage of the beast, iron protect us. They are praying for something, or to something. From the temptations of the flesh, silica cleanse us. What is going on here? Sacrilege. Sacrilege from the looks of it. I guess we have to speak with this mad tech priest then. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasmas of both mechanical and biological origin. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene, all these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. That is disgusting. Gained a 67 experience. Ugh. Just as the air here is one mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component. A heavily augmented man whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body, but his eyes are open and his gaze is keen. This gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or deference. Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief? What do you want? So we could have a conversation with him, or we could try and roll a couple of rolls. Now, here's what I'm curious about. Oh, we can also just choose to kill the guy. I mean, this is clearly heresy, right? Even knowing about heresy can be, problematic. And I'm kind of curious if I want to just jump the gun there, or if I do have any questions I'd like to ask, or if I'd like to try and figure out what's going on, right? Answers. Oh my goodness, this is the constant dilemma of being an agent of the Imperium in any way, shape, or form, right? Because you want answers to better be able to fight the enemy, but at the same time, knowing those answers makes you open to corruption, and might even be corruption in and of itself. So, what are our options? Even looking at this creature unnerves me. May go speak with your brother, find out what happened here. So just get Pascal to get involved. I could ask who he is. I could ask what happened to the ship. I could use our lore of the warp to understand that the symbols your brethren protect themselves with are symbols of chaos. So clearly there's a problem here. We've already succeeded this roll, actually, which is why we're able to say that. Or coercion. We haven't rolled this yet, right? Interesting. So that's cool that some things are rolled beforehand, and some things are, to be rolled if you want to say them. I like that. You've been consumed by madness, or worse, chaos sorcery. If you don't come to your senses, your fate is sealed. Snap out of it and speak clearly. What happened here? I say we go with the coercion. If we were so forgiving of Jay, and we allowed her to have an opportunity to repent, then why not this tech priest as well? It says chance is 100%, but I don't think that's actually accurate. Let's try it. Succeeded. Nice. Okay. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room, at the ecstatic priests, at his own mangled body. His vox hisses, as if he is struggling to say something. Suddenly, the mingled stench in the room is drowned out by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. It is followed by a voice that is coming from everywhere and from nowhere. A piercing shriek, like a saw biting into flesh. Enough! Leave my toys alone. What do we have here? That's not what I was expecting. We got a full-fledged demon engine here. Oh my goodness. We got a couple of Vox Skulls and Servitors as well, but this demon engine has 139 HP, and it goes pretty soon as well. We're screwed. Oh, we're completely screwed. How are we supposed to get out of this mess? Idira, where you at? You're in the corner over here. I assume you're going to be hit by an attack of opportunity if we try to pull back. We're not able to shoot or anything. I assume it's because we're stuck in kind of like melee range with Buddy here. Okay. If I do try to pull back? No, okay. It looks like we will be able to pull back. And then do I just turn around and fire at the demon engine? Or do I try and eliminate some of these Vox Skulls and stuff first? I'm not entirely sure. What options do we have over here? Psychic Shriek, dealing some damage. Spends all movement points, spends the ability to use attack abilities, etc., etc., etc. Okay, sure, but targets one creature for not a lot of damage. Our willpower bonus times our psi rating. What is our willpower bonus on Idira over here? 4. Psi rating of 2, that's 8. Okay, that's not bad. That's not terrible. 8 plus 1 to 8, so up to 16 damage out of that thing. Okay. Misfortune, reducing its dodge by a decent amount, by 40, it looks like. What is your dodge? I wish I could more easily see details about our enemies, though I guess it's nicer to not have that, because it's more in keeping with tabletop when you haven't read through the entire book and know more than your GM does. Increase incoming damage of the first adept's attack in the turn against a studied enemy by the adept's intelligence bonus. Carefully studying a group of enemies, the adept learns of their weak points. I think that's probably the right call over here, just to then spread the love to all of our allies, right? That'll take another 2 action points. Hang on a second. Study enemies takes 3, and then sharing that assistance with our allies takes 2. Is that right? That sounds ludicrous. That sounds ludicrous. Nonetheless, study enemies, I suppose, and use that to our advantage next turn, I guess. Go ahead and study enemies like that. Oh god, here we go. Are you for real right now? Are you for real? Argenta is already down right at the beginning of this engagement. This is not good. This is not good. Precision strike, I suppose. We could try it. What else are we going to do? We could do a regular single shot over here. 85% chance of hitting. This does what instead? Attack gains +10 +2 times Adept's intelligence bonus to Righteous Fury chance and ignores intelligence bonus of the enemy deflection. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Let's try it. I could use the extra Righteous Fury chance over here. My goodness. Come on. Come on. Okay, 11 damage is, you know, not nothing. So that's cool. End the turn there. Abelard, let's go in with the Melta Scorching, I suppose. God, that does nothing. But it does also hit the Servitor there. The Demon Engine moves next. Like, what am I supposed to do over here? Going with a Chainsword? I don't think that's worth anything. We don't have crack grenades on Abelard. We have a frag grenade, I suppose, but I don't know how much damage that'll actually do over here. I'll lose some. I'll lose some. Hang on a sec. Let me check something here. Not actually telling me how much it'll do. Looks like maybe 3 or 4 damage versus this thing. 12 to 17. I wish it would all tell me numbers. 20 damage, it says. Oh, okay. With pen of 4 versus 14 to 19 with pen of 8. Gotcha. That's the difference being made there. Short. Let's try the shot over here and hope for the best. Can I hit anything else? No, I cannot. All right. Okay. Well, let's do this then. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Fire away. Bit of damage there. No Righteous Fury or anything. Bit of damage up over here. Okay, fair enough. Forceful Strike isn't going to help us. Endure might. But we'll trigger Forceful Strike as well because the option is there. And we'll end Abelard's turn there. My goodness, do I have some regrets about not leveling up before this battle. Oh, Lord. Here comes the Demon Engine. What are you going to do, buddy? Oh, boy. That is not okay. That is not okay. Pascal is almost down as well. Cassia is up first. Do I use Bring It Down on Pascal to try and get his Medicae Mechadendrites going? I don't know if that's the right call. We could also use Overwhelming Stratagem. No, Argenta's down. Damn, this is really not good. This is really, really not good. Huh. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and use Bring It Down on Pascal. Because if he is able to use his Medicae Mechadendrites, which he's not, it would be ideal. But because he's not, we'll at least go in with a strike over here and try and cause some damage. Alternatively, we could switch to, what? Nothing. This is all he's got. We could Extermination Mark, not necessary. Precision Strike. Makes a single shot or a melee attack, again gaining that extra bonus chance to a Righteous Fury. Though it seems as though I can't actually do it. I don't know why. I've never been able to use his Precision Strike. Alright, regular hit then. Let's go for it. And he's going to retaliate. Cool, okay. I don't know how we get out of this. I don't know how we survive this. Hill to die on. Desperate measure because our momentum is so low. The leader defines the area that needs to be captured in one turn. First successful attack of an ally within the area does not spend AP or trigger weapon cooldowns. Okay, if the area is secure from enemies before the leader's next turn, all allies that killed enemies within the area will get an extra turn. Otherwise, all allies within the area become stunned and exposed for 1 round, suffering plus 50% to incoming damage. That does not sound ideal to me. That does not sound ideal to me. We could Pistol Burst over here instead. 6 to 8 damage versus, what is this, 5 to 9? Pen of 0 versus a pen of 1. I mean, sure, fire away. Fire away. Right. Wow. Our positioning is terrible here. Our positioning is absolutely terrible here. And the thing is, like, the battle started us over here, so what's that about? At least give me some... At least... Okay. A little silly to drop us, or to drop the enemy into the most non-viable spot, but hey, you know what? It's the first time I've been challenged by this game, so this is cool. Go ahead and pop the crack grenade over here, I think. Get some damage done, and then we'll maybe use Bring It Down on on Abelard. I mean, yes, we do have our Thunder Hammer over here, but I don't know. I don't know if now's the time to dive into melee. Crack grenade it shall be. Go ahead and pop that, yeah, sure, over here. Come on. Good stuff. 25 damage and immediate retaliation. At least these two are able to...
So that's what that feeling was about.
Okay. Spoke too soon. I was gonna say at least these two were able to dodge, but that wasn't much of a dodge. What in the hell am I supposed to do here? I can't get anybody back up when they've been down like this. I can't shoot anymore. I'm too far away for bring it down on Idira. I suppose I could use kill zone stratagem to improve hit chances. Not that that's where we needed help. Get back in the fight. Immediately recover from burning, bleeding, toxin, and stunned effects. That's not what's causing us trouble right now. So that's not going to help us. Voice of command isn't going to help us either. Cool. Sure, kill zone stratagem for Idira. Why not? Sure. And yeah, grand strategist as well. Sure. Let's see if we come out on top over here somehow. Vox Skull. You're going to do what? Buff the servitor? Looks like it. Looks like everyone got buffed there. Gold 200 at the bottom there. Okay, good. Managed to dodge that. Oh no. Friendly fire and a dodge. Alright, I'll take it. And that was bad. Oh my goodness. I don't know how we come out on top over here. Managed to dodge that as well. Okay, cool, cool, cool. As long as we can keep that up, we might actually be okay. The servitor's coming through. Idira's in a lot of trouble. There we go. 8 damage, my goodness. We do have a medikit over here. We do have a medikit over here. 2 AP it costs, and then we can perhaps use our Desperate Measure Lightning Arc that causes, what, chains up to 6 targets. More targets within farther range, increasing damage dealt as well. Yeah, I think that's what we'll need to do. It's sort of like a Hail Mary situation, but first let's use that medikit. Costs 2 AP. Doesn't leave enough for the Lightning Arc. And you know what? The Lightning Arc will probably kill us as well. 10 plus 5 times Psi rating. Psi rating is 2, right? So that's 20 damage. 20 damage on this Demon Engine. Oh, that's not terrible. I wish we had more crack grenades, though. I wish we had more crack grenades. A frag grenade is not bad either, I suppose. With a frag grenade, we could damage. Oh, this pattern is just not right. Okay, if I pull back to here, giving attacks the opportunity if I'm not mistaken, and then toss a frag grenade over here, then we hurt all 3 of them with 20 damage and 4 pen. If we're able to pull back and survive. I desperately need this. I desperately need this. Come on, Idira. Come on. Damn it! Alright, well, we managed to dodge that into the enemy, so that's cool. That's cool. Look, you know what? She's down, but I think we needed to take that risk, because that damage output would have been great. In hindsight, though, I maybe would have preferred just the lightning, so I would have gotten some damage out, but it's fine, it's fine. We got the crack grenade available. We can use the crack grenade to get rid of this servitor and cause some damage to that Demon Engine as well. Would I rather that and cause, what, 25 damage with 8 pen? Or up to... No, okay, of course. The decision here is obvious. Crack grenade it shall be. Do I use Hill to die on here, though? Desperate Measure. First successful attack does not spend AP or trigger weapon cooldowns. Oh, you know what? That'll actually allow us to get the crack grenade off and then also shoot, if I'm understanding that correctly. If the area is secure from enemies before the leader's next turn, so we have to make sure we position this correctly. And maybe actually come out on top. So Hill to die on. Trigger it over here, because it says leader defines the area that needs to be captured in 1 turn. First successful attack of an ally within the area does not spend AP or trigger weapon cooldown, so that'll be our own attack. And then if the area is secured before our next turn, all allies that killed enemies will get an extra turn. Okay, okay. Risky, because I assume the Demon Engine is actually going to move forward. But if it doesn't, then we might be okay. Oh, geez, I don't know, folks. I don't know. Let's try it, though. Let's pop this down over here. That's 2 AP. It'll allow us to hit twice, I think.
I'll bring glory.
All right, Hill to Die On is active. Let's go ahead and get the crack grenade down over here. And as long as this doesn't scatter, we should be okay. Please don't scatter, my goodness. Come on. Come on. Nice. Nice. We've dropped that servitor, which means we are in a better position now. I could use the plasma overcharge. I don't need the AoE. I need the extra damage. Yeah, all right. Getting close. And then what? We'll have 2 AP left over to do nothing with. Let me just check over here. How much damage does this actually do? 17 to 24 versus the Thunder Hammer, which does 11 to 14. Okay, so overcharge attack with the extra damage from the plasma pistol. Hit our demon engine over here. 60% chance to hit. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And it costs 2 AP to get that shot off, right? So what does this do for us? Kill zone stratagem. Defines the area on the battlefield. All attacks against the enemies gain an extra hit chance for 1 round. Oh boy. And with Grand Strategist, we apply weak point on a random side of an enemy, increasing damage from this side for 1 turn as well. Okay, so Kill Zone Stratagem costs 1 AP, and then Grand Strategist costs 1 AP, so that's 2 AP. We'll have 2 left over to use our extra damage with. So let's go ahead and use Kill Zone Strategist here. So all attacks against enemies in the area get the buff, right? So this covers both of the enemies. Let's go for that. Let's use Grand Strategist as well. Cool. Oh, nice. The weak side on Buddy here is on the right side over here. So let's go for that Plasma Overcharge with the extra damage. And come on, baby. Please. Please. Oh, we got the hit. Okay, 22 damage. 10 HP left. We're so close. We're so close. End the Rogue Trader's turn and hope for the best over here. Come on. Finally took some damage there. Didn't dodge that time. And dodge that time, though. That's good. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. He didn't move forward, which is to our benefit. And does that mean we get... what is the extra benefit we get now? With Hill to Die On? We get an extra turn? Is that how that played out there? Did that actually work out for me? My goodness. We have a crack grenade available, but we can't throw it, it looks like. Fair enough. So a regular shot, it must be. 10 to 14 damage. I mean... if we hit, this should be it. Still has that weak spot as well. Come on now. Come on now. Are you for real? How are you gonna miss now? You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I don't even... Okay, I need to check something really quickly. Like, all of our other characters, these guys are... Okay, there's no condition on them that we can remove with, you know, voice of command or get back in the fight or anything. So we're just kind of sitting pretty right now. I have access to move, but that's to target an ally, so that's not going to help me. Okay, I guess we end the turn there. I cannot believe we missed that. We came so close. I can't believe we missed that. In comes this Vox Skull. And this servitor is going to come up as well. Are we going to dodge this? Please tell me yes. Yeah, okay, good. Ooh, okay. Whatever the shot that was, I'm glad we dodged it. Oh. Alright, so... here we go again. Managed to dodge that too. That was pretty baller. That was pretty baller. We actually, like, dodge rolled that one. But it looks like the ectoplasma cannon is what hit us that one time. Okay, we need to get the job done over here. I'm kind of tempted to toss the crack grenade. We don't need 25 damage. We only need 5 damage because what happened was that first shot from the demon engine actually caused friendly fire, and he damaged himself there as well. So we might actually be able to pull this off. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do here. Rogue Trader, your weapon skill is 50, your ballistic skill is 30. If I go in for the strike, I cause 14 to 20 damage, but I should be guaranteed the hit. 14 to 20 damage or 11 to 14, is that, am I reading that right? Yeah, okay, so hold on, with pen though. Pen of 2 versus a pen of 7. Either way, we should be okay. If I charge on in and strike with this, 88% chance to hit, versus if we stay put and pop a shot, we get 60% chance, versus tossing a crack grenade, which is expensive and could scatter. But if it does scatter, we should still see a clean hit, unless it scatters back, I suppose. Well, if I just pop it in here, we should be fine on all sides. You know what? There's no room for chance here. There's no room for taking a chance here. Let's go ahead and toss the crack grenade right smack in the middle over here. Let's get the job done. Come on, please. Come on. Nice. Oh my goodness. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. There's still these two Vox Skulls. I don't know if they have attack capabilities, but I really hope we don't have to find out. This was ridiculous. I cannot believe we actually managed to down the Demon Engine with just 9 HP left. Let's end our turn there, see what the Vox Skulls actually do. Watch it, like, revives the Demon Engine. Nothing so far. I assume they have to be in, like, point-blank range, like in melee range or something. But for the time being, we can go ahead and fire away. I don't need the overcharge, I don't think. I think I should just be able to single shot and finish these guys off. Yeah, one shot up over here. Can I use anything else? No, I can't, I guess, eh? Alright, fair enough. So let's get our single shot up over here. Get rid of this Vox Skull. Oh, come on, man. Come on. You can't do this to me. You can't do this to me. Killzone stratagem. I really should have just popped that trigger sooner. Let's go ahead and pop this over here, so if those guys do move in, then I'll have a higher chance to hit them as they come closer. But I maybe should have popped Killzone stratagem before we popped our shots there. And sure, we'll use our Grand Strategist option over here as well, which should give us, what, weak points on these guys as they come through, hopefully. Come on through. There's that weak point on you. And there's that weak point on you. This is not funny. I don't like this. I don't like this plasma overcharge. They are closely packed enough, yes. Go ahead and fire over here, basically point blank. Come on, please do not miss. I can't afford that right now. Oh my goodness, are you for real? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Can I target myself with move, move, move? I can't. Oh god, this is how we die, isn't it? This is how we die. End our turn there. This guy's gonna come through and do nothing. Can they not attack? Oh, you know what? Killzone stratagem went away. Right. That's my bad. But I should now be able to do that and do this as well. No. Wish I'd... Slashing. I can hit both of them with slash. Okay, cool. Grand Strategist then. 1 AP, leaving 2 left over. Sure. And now we strike, or slash rather I should say, and hopefully eliminate both of them. Come on. Nice. Righteous Fury on both. Wow. 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 Folks, if for nothing else, leave a like down below for that. We got bruised and battered right off the bat, but somehow pull that off. The mad tech priest resumes his chatter. The man's mutilated body is racked by wave after wave of convulsions. Evil. That was evil incarnate. Evil. The corruption that watches us day and night. Suddenly, the man raises his head and looks you straight in the eye. You have banished the evil. You tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship, Kiavagama. It followed us from there. Oh, I don't like the confirmation of these rumors. Kiavagama. Is that where your ship is from? Yes, the man whispers. The ship and the planet. The traitors among our brethren, tormenting the sacred mechanisms, letting corruption into their systems. They turned that which is holy into the unholy, and they set these new, twisted machines on us, their brothers. We managed to flee, but one of the monsters found its way onto the ship. A tear appears at the corner of his eye. He thrashes frantically in the mess of wires piercing his body. We fought. We cut off one module after another, as one cuts away rotting flesh. But it followed. It spoke from the walls. It whispered from the ventilation shafts. The crew were merely humans of flesh and blood. They were so weak, they succumbed so easily. We could not save them from evil, and so we gave the ship to the darkness among the stars. Oh, they scuttled the ship, that makes sense. But the darkness came for us too. In this last module, where we intended to make our last stand, we forgot who we were and why we were here. We did what the whispers from the walls prompted us to. The corruption came for our souls, the corruption of Kiavagama. Traitors. With the last of his efforts, he rasps, the Fabricator. It all started with him. He was the one who let this taint into the sacred code. He was the one who doomed our brethren. He was the one who spawned the steel monstrosities in the furnace of our planet. I can say rest in peace, you will be avenged, or you have succumbed to chaos and paid for your weakness. Yeah, that's more in keeping with this rogue trader. Weakness. The flesh is weak. The spirit must be stronger. The spirit reaches out to the machine to... Madman's whispers gradually turn into wheezing, then stop. Folks, what an insane session. I cannot believe my eyes. I cannot believe we took on a demon engine. This game is absolutely awesome. That was ridiculous. And all this in an alpha state? Are you kidding me? Plus, just think about what we just heard. That's so cool. The fact that rumors are able to grow like this, and we could have completely missed this. Like, I'm really curious. I'm really curious. Where can I actually find? Look, listen. We know there's a situation going on at Kiavagama. I don't have to find the written word. We've heard it countless times. But imagine we skipped past this derelict void ship. How would that have changed our actual quest on Kiavagama? How would that have changed our approach? Would we have the same answers? Would we have the wrong answers? Would we just know what's going on, or would we never actually, know the truth? I don't know how else to put it. The prospects are thrilling, as was this episode, at least to me. I hope it was thrilling for you as well. But folks, this is where we're going to call it, with the felling of the demon engine and with a thickening plot as far as some of our planets are concerned. If you had a good time, don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. And as always, folks, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.